Rouse comes through. He's still fighting with that Rover. He's still in 5th place, but he's not yet making much impression. The first 3 cars are very close. Spice is playing a watching brief. On the inside, Win Percy makes his effort. He's on the inside there of Buncombe and goes into 2nd place in the brave place. Into 5th place, Andy Rouse, trying to get away from those following Rovers. But we wait for the leaders, and here they come. Woodman being hounded all the way, and the Mazda almost slipping on the inside there. Will he try in the same place this lap as he did on the previous one to take 2nd place? Andy Rouse is now up to 4th place. Jonathan Buncombe has had to make a call at the pits. But we're waiting for this leading battle. Here they come. Absolutely nose and tail, and no doubt about it, the Mazda's making another effort, trying for the inside again. This seems to be a favourite place for Win Percy. Is he going to be successful? A spinning Metro. Alan Kernow corrects the car and rejoins the race. But we wait now for the leaders, who are using all the road and some of the grass as well. And it's happened. Win Percy's done it. He's in the lead at the moment, and Spice has closed right up as well in 3rd place. They now queue to pass a slower car. Gordon Spice now looks as if he might be on terms with the leading battle. 2 Rovers come through, the Patrick Motors cars. And we wait now for the leaders once again. They're absolutely now almost touching each other. But Spice goes a little bit wide there. And it's, of course, a changed position once more on this lap, because back again has gone Vince Woodman into the lead. Jeff Allen in 5th place, being followed by Nick Whiting, who wants to take it away from him with number 14 Capri. He's going to have a job. And Phil Martin-Dye, out for the 2nd time in the Capri, driving beautifully in 10th place and learning the ropes of saloon car racing. Up come the leaders once more, and this time the Mazda's under pressure from Gordon Spice and looks as if he might be about to lose his 2nd place any moment. Spice comes out of the corner, and there going wide we see that just controlling the car, the Mazda is able to hold on to its place. But Spice now has done it. He's up to 2nd. Now can he catch Vince Woodman? The Rover Capri battle goes on there, as still we have Jeff Allen in front, but all eyes on this leading fight that's going on. Vince Woodman has tried to win the Easter Monday race here so many times it isn't true. Can he do it today? Spice is the man who's out to stop it. The Colt comes through once more, hurled round the corners, and a little Alfa Romeo there. As we wait for the leader, there he is, in and among the traffic, but sorting his way through. And with the help of Buncombe, who's rejoined the race from the pits, he manages to keep Spice back. Through now comes Gordon Spice, still in a comfortable 2nd place, but looking as if he's going to have to be satisfied with that sort of progress for today. The leader comes up, the checkered flag is out. Vince Woodman wins the race he oh so wanted badly. And up comes Gordon Spice to finish 2nd. Up to the presentation comes a delighted Bristolian. Once the youngest Ford dealer in the country, now shall we say in the middle of the pack, but very successful. The Tricentrol Saloon Car Championship for 1981 has lived up to everyone's expectations. The battles have been absolutely tremendous. Vince Woodman, greeted by the team, comes up to the rostrum for the presentation. Round 5 of the championship under heavy skies at Brands Hatch, with the rain beginning to come down. Absent from the grid, Gordon Spice hurt in a road accident in Belgium on his way back from a race over there. But the field, tightly bunched, goes into paddock on this ever-increasingly wet track. And now we have Percy back in front again, but this time it's Jeff Allen's Rover behind him. Rovers always go well in the wet, but the man to look for there is the black Capri of Nick Whiting. He also is a Brands expert and really enjoys the circuit, wet or dry. Through stream the rest of the Capris. This is really a slippery race because the conditions are getting worse and worse, the sky darker, the track wetter and more slippery. Headlights ablaze. Down through Graham Hill Bend goes the leader. Win Percy goes past a slower car, still on his winning way, his footsteps dogged by the Rover. And Dennis Leach has spun the Capri and mounted the bank at Paddock Bend. Such has been the amount of water that has fallen, a river of water is across the track at the bottom of Paddock Bend. This makes the conditions very treacherous indeed. The yellow flag is waved there, all the drivers taking note, and off the road goes another Capri there. It's Andy Rouse, straight through the catch fencing and into the barrier. His race is run. Andy gets out of the car, the marshals run to help him. Fortunately, the damage to it is not too serious. I have a feeling that Gordon Spice safe at home and tucked up in bed, recovering from the accident, made the right choice today. Or rather, team manager Keith Green did, because that's where he told him to stay because of the weather. In the lead still then, it's Win Percy, but he's spun. Percy has spun in that river of water, and into the lead has gone the Rover. This is real drama. The conditions now are absolutely chaotic. It's enough to make a Grand Prix driver have an epileptic fit. The leading Rover in the middle there of a bunch of Capris, and closing on them as Percy vies to take the lead once again. It's the Capri of Nick Whiting. Up they come, Percy back in the lead, Whiting into second place, and Whiting now making a fight of it. The damage to the rear of the car was sustained at the start of the race. The Rover has gone to the pits for more tyres, and Whiting makes a bid to take the lead. The door is shut. A very determined Win Percy here comes diving down Graham Hill, through Graham Hill Bend, still holding off the bigger capacity Capri. No one knows Brands Hatch better than Nick Whiting. Here he proves it, through on the inside and into the lead. A beautifully judged manoeuvre. Percy tries to fight back, but there's nothing he can do. Whiting's the master today. The sky is lighter, but the track still is treacherous. Down there, that great channel of water across the track almost catches out the leaders there. Up now to Druids once again, and we watch the Rover come through. That's number 10, Rex Greenslade, and a big slide by Wayne Wainwright, who just about catches the car. The ex-Mexico star proving quite quick in Tricentrol motoring, but not yet quick enough to challenge the leaders. Through goes Win Percy in the middle of a traffic jam, not making any ground now. Looking as if he's going to go past a slower car there, and ignores the water as he does so. That could catch him out. Vince Woodman's Capri, overtaken by a Rover. Down they go, through Paddock Bend, and through that river of water, almost catching them both out. The leader comes through once more, headlights ablaze, weaving his way through the traffic, and weaving his way also through the puddles. Still Win Percy hangs on, throwing the Mazda round, and here he loses it in a big way. Excellent driving, collects the car together, selects the right gear, and carries on without loss of time, is still in second place. Through a great pile of water there, another Capri. The conditions really are atrocious this afternoon. Nick Whiting now goes through in first place and is about to overtake a Triumph. And there's Phil Martin Dye, up to 6th place, the sole representative of the Gordon Spice team, and really showing his mettle on this treacherous track. Through the river he goes, playing safe. And now we get Win Percy through again. This car is a real handful. Just watch it go through Paddock. Now that's what we mean by twitchy. It's too much for a Rover. Greenslade spins, goes off, hits the barrier, but all's well, collects the car together, and let's see whether he can get back into the race quickly. Yes, he can. Away goes the Rover then, the tail sliding on the wet track. And with 1 lap to go, the leader comes through once more. It's Nick Whiting now all the way. Whiting has had that victory he's worked so hard for. His new team has won its way at Brands Hatch, his home circuit. Round 6 of the championship, Silverstone. And the Rovers are going quicker. They've obviously homologated a few more bits. It's the Rover front row, within pole position Pete Lovett, next to him Brian Muir, and then Rex Greenslade. The fastest of the Fords in 4th fastest place, Gordon Spice then with the Capri, the only Capri to challenge the Rovers. The lights are on and away go the cars. Already we can see Gordon Spice making that bid to try and get among the leading group, and it looks as if he's managed it. Away they go towards Copse Corner, the largest field that we've ever had for a Tricentrol Championship race. The end of lap 1, Lovett's Rover in the lead, Spice behind him, and then Yogi Muir jumps over the curb. Spice now is very determined to stay with that leading Rover. Their speed has been the surprise of practice, and of course the race as well. But there's some good battles going on lower down. The 2 Audis, Sterling Moss and Martin Brundle, battling it out with the Colts. The Alfa Romeo's in there with the Dolomite, the meat in the sandwich. Pete Lovett in the leading Rover, just about 3 cars lengths ahead of Gordon Spice in the leading Capri in 2nd place. The Capri so neat through the chicane, really trying everything that Gordon knows, and he knows a lot, to stay in charge of the Rover. The Rover once more into Woodcote. Through that chicane, again the neatness of Spice, amazing. These cars are running away from everybody else, but the battles lower down the field are equally interesting. Over the curbs there, you can see the contrast with Spice's line. The Capris really going well today. Phil Martin-Dye now having another outing with his car and obviously settling down among the pack. The brakes lock on Mike Kimpton's Capri. He slides wide and Jeff Allen hits the curb and leaps into the air. Somehow he collects the car and is not collected by Kimpton in the most spectacular accident we've seen in the Tricentrol series this year. Let's watch it again. The front wheels of the Capri lock up. Allen's car goes off, hits the barrier, jumps into the air, and he gets opposite lock-on, corrects the car before it can completely spin, block the track, and perhaps be hit by Kimpton. Unfortunately, the damage it sustained results in its retirement. Allen pulls off onto the grass, out of the race. Back on the track, it's still the other Rover in the lead. Pete Lovett has really found some speed, and it would seem reliability too. And Spice charges on in pursuit, but there's nothing he seems to be able to do. Through there, on the inside, a huge effort made, and it's rewarded because up into third place comes Andy Rouse. The other Capris are going well and hounding the remaining Rovers, and watch them over the curbs. They leap and bound about. The sharp contrast we've pointed out before between Gordon Spice and them. Phil Martin-Dye, a midfield runner on the fast swerves of Silverstone, a far cry from his flying activities because he's a pilot. In second place, Gordon Spice comes up. The same line every time. You could put a penny down and he'd run over it. Come to think of it, he might well stop and pick it up. A fierce battle in the smaller classes. Martin Brundle, behind him Dave Morgan, and then Sterling Moss. A race-long fight, this one. Let's just watch them again, through the corner here. Up they come, and this time, Brundle leans on the Colt there, and the Colt snaps at him, but doesn't bite. Through comes the Rover, and still there in the lead, Pete Lovett goes away. A little smoke coming through, but all seems well. In second place, Spice looks as if he's settled to stay there. He leads the class in the championship at the moment. And still we have this battle going on, with Sterling Moss alone now challenging Morgan. The Capri of Spice then, holding on to that second place and on his way towards the checkered flag. This has been an exciting round of the Tricentrol Championship. Over the curbs goes there another Capri, that's 3 Vince Woodman, and Woodman has not really been in the hunt today. 14, Nick Whiting, the Brands Hatch winner, also not able to get on terms with the leaders. And 5, Charles Sawyer-Hoare, having better luck this time, but not really on terms. Silverstone's a fast circuit. It favours smooth, fast drivers such as Gordon Spice, and he's proved today that he's definitely the fastest of the Capri drivers. Andy Rouse, next man up, not quite quick enough to stay with Spice. But the surprise has been that Wyn Percy with the Mazda has not been able to challenge on the ultra-fast Silverstone course. Through goes John Morris's Golf as up comes the leader now to take the checkered flag. In second place it's Gordon Spice, and we look forward to the next 5 rounds of this exciting Tricentrol Championship for 1981.